10 strange and crazy facts about Dubai that will shock the world. You have to see to believe. Dubai, the city of gold, where luxury meets extravagance. But did you know, amidst this opulence lies a stark contrast? Indeed, beneath the towering skyscrapers and sprawling man-made islands, there's a tale of two cities. In one corner, we have the glitz and glamour of Dubai, the city that's home to the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa. A city where the streets are lined with luxury cars, where you can find vending machines dispensing gold bars, and where 7-star hotels are the norm. But flip the coin and you'll find a different story. Migrant workers, who make up a significant chunk of Dubai's population, live in a world far removed from the city's glossy exterior. They toil under the scorching desert sun, building the very structures that have put Dubai on the global map. Yet, their living conditions are far from the luxury they help construct. These workers, many hailing from South Asia, live in cramped quarters, often sharing small rooms with several others. The conditions are difficult, and the wages are low. Their hard work and sacrifice play a pivotal role in maintaining the city's image as a haven of luxury and wealth. Yet, their contribution often goes unnoticed, their stories untold. They're the unsung heroes of Dubai, the hands that build the city's dreams, but who themselves live in starkly different realities. This disparity is a bittersweet reality of Dubai, a city that, on one hand, symbolizes ultimate luxury, and on the other, houses a population that can only dream of such affluence. So, while Dubai shines bright with its glittering skyline, there's another side that often remains hidden from the world. The city's story is not just one of riches and opulence, but also of disparity and dreams. A tale of two cities, coexisting in the heart of the desert, each with its own set of challenges and triumphs. A tale that is as compelling as it is complex, as intriguing as it is inspiring. Dubai, a desert city, recently experienced an unexpected guest: severe flooding. Imagine that. A city known for its arid climate and soaring temperatures, now grappling with the wrath of floods. But how did this happen? The answer lies partly in climate change and partly in Dubai's infrastructure. Climate change is a global phenomenon, and even the opulence of Dubai cannot shield it from its effects. Changes in weather patterns, rising sea levels, and increased precipitation are all byproducts of climate change, and they're making their presence felt in Dubai. The city, typically known for its scorching heat, is now witnessing a surge in rainfall, leading to unprecedented flooding. But climate change isn't the sole culprit here. The city's infrastructure, particularly its drainage systems, also shares the blame. Despite its wealth, Dubai's drainage systems are not equipped to handle the increased rainfall. This inadequacy has been put on full display, with roads turning into rivers and buildings into islands. These floods are not just an inconvenience, they're a wake-up call. They highlight the city's vulnerability to extreme weather events, despite its wealth. They underscore the need for more robust infrastructure and the importance of climate change adaptation strategies. So while Dubai may be a desert city, it's not immune to the trials of nature. The recent floods serve as a stark reminder that climate change is a reality we all must face, regardless of our geographical location or economic status. It appears even the city of gold is not immune to the effects of climate change. Dubai is often seen as a city synonymous with wealth. But is it really as rich as it appears? When we think of Dubai, we often envision a land of luxury cars, towering skyscrapers, and opulent lifestyles. This image is not entirely baseless. Dubai, indeed, boasts some of the most extravagant displays of wealth in the world. But it's crucial to realize that this is not the complete picture. Dubai's economy is often misunderstood. Contrary to popular belief, it's not primarily fueled by oil. In fact, oil accounts for less than 1% of the Emirates' GDP. The city's wealth is mainly derived from real estate, trade, and financial services. So if you thought Dubai was an oil-rich city, well, it's time to rethink. But let's talk about the distribution of this wealth. Dubai's glittering skyline is built largely on the backs of migrant workers. These workers make up around 80% of the city's population. They come from countries like India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, lured by the promise of higher wages than they would earn at home. However, the reality is often far from the dream. Many of them live in cramped labor camps, working long hours under harsh conditions. The wealth disparity in Dubai is glaring. On one hand, you have the Emiratis and well-paid expats living in luxury. On the other, you have hundreds of thousands of migrant workers living in squalor. This stark contrast is a part of Dubai's reality that is often obscured by its glamorous facade. Moreover, Dubai's economic model is not without vulnerabilities. The city has faced financial crises in the past, and its reliance on real estate and tourism makes it susceptible to global economic downturns. The city's rapid growth and its desire to be the biggest and best in everything has also led to concerns about sustainability and the environment. So, the next time you think of Dubai, remember, not everything that glitters is gold. The city's wealth is not as straightforward as it seems, and beneath the surface of glitz and glamour lies a more complex and nuanced reality. Dubai, an Islamic city, is known for its strict rules and regulations. But did you know it also houses a dark secret? This city, famous for its glitz and glamour, paradoxically, harbors a substantial number of brothels, a fact that might come as a surprise to many. Dubai, a city that strictly adheres to Islamic law, is not typically associated with the sex trade. But beneath the city's shining exterior lies an underbelly that tells a different, darker story. Despite the city's stringent laws and regulations, Dubai has evolved into an unexpected hub for human trafficking. Many women, often from economically challenged regions, are lured into Dubai with promises of lucrative employment, only to find themselves forced into the sex trade. This grim reality sharply contrasts with the city's public image of opulence and luxury. These women, trapped in a life they did not choose, suffer under harsh conditions, hidden away from the city's sparkling skyline. The existence of this dark underbelly within a city governed under Islamic law is a startling paradox. It underscores the complexities of Dubai, a city that on the surface gleams with luxury, but in the shadows hides a tale of human suffering. This is a stark reminder that even in the most glamorous cities, there can exist a world far removed from the glittering facade. A startling paradox in a city governed by Islamic law, isn't it? Remember the floods we talked about earlier? They had an unexpected effect on the city. While Dubai is known for its dry, desert-like climate, it's not immune to the occasional downpour. And when it rains, it pours. The city's infrastructure, designed for sunshine and sand, struggled to cope with the deluge. The drainage systems weren't equipped to handle the influx of water, leading to widespread flooding. The city, accustomed to scorching heat, was suddenly awash with water. The floodwaters transformed Dubai into a desert version of Venice, albeit temporarily. The roads became waterways, with cars navigating through the waterlogged streets. And here's where the unexpected part comes in. The floods didn't discriminate between neighborhoods. The affluent areas, with their high-end villas and luxury cars, were as waterlogged as the less opulent ones. It was an unusual sight, to say the least. Picture this. Luxury cars, symbols of wealth and status, submerged underwater. It was as if the city's wealth was momentarily drowned out by nature's wrath. There were even rumors of sharks swimming in the flooded malls, a testament to the severe flooding the city experienced. While these rumors were likely exaggerated, they underscored the extent of the flooding and the city's unpreparedness for such an event. Dubai, it seems, can turn into a desert Venice when the heavens open up. In Dubai, even begging can be a lucrative profession. Imagine that. Now, we're not endorsing this practice by any means, but it's a strange and shocking fact that needs to be brought to light. Some beggars in Dubai reportedly rake in more earnings than your average office worker, making this age-old profession surprisingly profitable in the city of gold. But don't let this fact mislead you into thinking that Dubai's streets are teeming with beggars. Quite the contrary, actually. The city's authorities maintain a strict control over begging, ensuring that it doesn't become a widespread phenomenon. They've been known to run regular crackdowns and have strict penalties in place for those caught in the act. So while it's true that some beggars manage to make a significant income, it's also true that getting caught could lead to serious legal consequences. It's a high-risk, high-reward game that few choose to play. It's another one of those paradoxes that make Dubai such a fascinating place. A city known for its opulence and luxury, where the streets are lined with supercars and skyscrapers, also has a side where people resort to begging. But even here, it's not as straightforward as it seems, with beggars potentially earning more than office workers. Who knew? There could be a twist even to the tale of begging. Indeed, in Dubai, it seems that everything comes with a surprising twist. Imagine a junkyard filled with supercars. In Dubai, it's a reality. Picture this: Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Bentleys, and Rolls-Royces, not in glittering showrooms, but gathering dust in the city's junkyards. It's an unusual sight, a stark contrast to the glitz and glamour associated with Dubai. But why are these luxury vehicles abandoned? The reasons are multifaceted. The most common cause is financial crises. Dubai's economy is volatile, heavily reliant on real estate and tourism. When these sectors slump, the ripple effect is felt by all, including the wealthy. Some individuals, unable to keep up with their lifestyle, opt to abandon their luxury cars to escape debt. Another reason is the drop in oil prices. Since Dubai's prosperity is linked to oil, a fall in prices can lead to financial instability, causing residents to abandon their high-end cars. Then there's the legal aspect. In Dubai, defaulting on debt is a criminal offense. Fearing prosecution, some individuals choose to leave their supercars behind while they flee the country. These abandoned vehicles, left to the mercy of the elements, eventually find their way to the junkyards. It's a sad fate for these mechanical marvels, but for car enthusiasts and bargain hunters, these junkyards are a treasure trove of potential finds. The city of gold, it seems, has a different kind of gold mine. Dubai's laws can sometimes surprise you. Indeed, the city's legal code is a unique blend of traditional Islamic law and modern regulations, leading to some strict and unusual rules that might catch foreigners off guard. Take public displays of affection, for instance. While It's common to see couples holding hands in many parts of the world. In Dubai, such behavior can land you in hot water. Kissing, hugging, or even holding hands in public could result in fines, imprisonment, or deportation. Then there's alcohol. Contrary to what you might see in the city's bustling nightlife scene, drinking alcohol without a license is actually illegal. And getting a license isn't easy. It's typically reserved for non-Muslim residents, and even then, there are restrictions on where and when you can drink. Swearing or making offensive gestures is another no-go. Even a casual flip of the bird or a muttered curse could have serious consequences. So, if you're prone to colorful language or expressive hand gestures, it's best to keep them in check. And don't think these laws are just for show. The authorities in Dubai take them very seriously, and violations are met with swift and strict punishment. So, a word to the wise. When in Dubai, keep these peculiar rules in mind. Respect the local customs and laws, no matter how different they might seem from your own. In Dubai, it's always best to stay on the right side of the law. Dubai's society is a melting pot of diverse classes. This vibrant city is a tableau of varying social strata, each contributing to the city's unique character in its own way. At the top of this pyramid, you'll find the wealthy locals, the Emiratis, who represent the minority of the city's population, but control its wealth and power. Then, we have the well-paid foreign professionals. These are the expatriates who have flocked to Dubai from all corners of the globe, drawn by the promise of tax-free salaries and the glitz and glamour of the high-flying lifestyle that Dubai has to offer. They are the engineers, the architects, the doctors, and the business people who keep the city's economy humming. At the bottom of the social hierarchy are the low-wage migrant workers. These are the men and women who toil under the scorching sun, building the city's towering skyscrapers, maintaining its manicured gardens, and keeping its streets clean. They are the unseen hands that construct the city's luxury developments, but rarely get to benefit from them. They live in cramped conditions, far removed from the glittering world they help create. In the city's quest for modernity and opulence, it's essential to remember that, in the city of gold, not everyone gets to enjoy the glitter. Dubai's reputation is not without its share of controversy. As we delve deeper into this city's paradoxes, we encounter some practices and stories that might raise eyebrows. One such controversy revolves around the rumored Dubai porta potty events. These are alleged gatherings where wealthy individuals pay women to participate in degrading acts. While these stories are hotly debated, with some dismissing them as urban myths, they nevertheless contribute to the city's complex and sometimes controversial image. Adding to this controversy is the issue of human trafficking. Despite being governed by Islamic law, Dubai, paradoxically, has a significant number of brothels. The city has become a hub for human trafficking, with many women forced into the sex trade under harsh conditions. This is a dark side of Dubai that starkly contrasts with its glittering skyscrapers and luxurious lifestyle. Moreover, the city's strict laws can sometimes surprise foreigners. Prohibitions on public displays of affection, drinking alcohol without a license, and even swearing or making offensive gestures are enforced with fines, imprisonment, or deportation. These strict and sometimes peculiar laws add another layer of complexity to understanding this city's ethos. In conclusion, Dubai is a city of contrasts and paradoxes. The luxurious image it projects to the world is often at odds with the realities experienced by many of its residents. As we've seen, beneath the shimmering facade lies a city grappling with a multitude of social, economic, and moral challenges. Dubai, indeed, is a city of contrasts and paradoxes. So, there you have it. Dubai, a city that continues to fascinate and surprise us. We've journeyed through its luxurious facade to reveal the stark contrast of wealth and poverty, delved into the impact of climate change on its infrastructure, and debunked the misconception of its oil-based wealth. We've explored the paradox of its adherence to Islamic law amidst a dark underbelly of human trafficking and brothels, and the bizarre reality of its rich people's floods. We've discovered the lucrative world of begging, the supercar-filled junkyards, its strict and peculiar laws, and the deep social divide that underpins its society. And finally, we've touched on the controversial practices that keep the city in the headlines. As we've seen, Dubai is a city of contradictions and complexities. Remember, every city has its secrets, and Dubai, it seems, has more than its fair share.